Hi, today's topic is going to be why I hated the buy here, pay here business model. And I've got several reasons. I'm going to grab my coffee here. As you know, most of my videos take around 8 minutes. This one could take longer, and there might be several episodes on this topic because really it's a pet peeve of mine. With over 40 years of being in the car business, I have tried virtually every model, every income stream that comes into the car business. And of course, I had my run with buy here, pay here lots, and they were disgusting for me. And I'm going to give you the big thing for me was that I wanted to, in my younger days, it was all about money. You just, the money was the most important thing. You didn't really care about, how you got it. You didn't want to break the law. But we opened up a car lot, a used car lot with the buy here, pay here model. Now, the number one thing about the buy here, pay here, you're continuously chasing your money. These guys out here that talk about getting rich, all they're doing is they call getting their notes rich. They get a lot of people on the books, and they try to play the float game on their profit and things of that nature. So they're putting a lot of money on the books. Basically, as you most know, they're buying the car for X number of dollars. They're putting it on the street. Most of them they're getting, they try to get half down in taxes and titles and things like that. But whatever they get down, they're to the good because most of them are really hoping that the consumer does not pay for the car. And in most cases, they never get a car paid for because they're brought back in. They're told they're going to put them in a different car and put them on these payments of, $50, $75 a week. Some do bi-weekly. Most of them do not do monthly payments, and the reason is they don't have the capital to wait a month for their profit. And most of the time that's what they're doing, is waiting a month for their profit. But in reality, they don't care, actually don't really want the consumer to pay for the car because they just, as soon, once the consumer has paid the car down, they're really looking to repossess it and resell it again. It's commonplace out in the market. The buy here, pay here guys, another reason I don't particularly care for the business model. They're not true, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, and that's the only one that matters to me. They're not car people at all. They're vermin, scoundrels out there that are bastardizing the marketplace, because when you see them at the auction, they're going to pay more. We buy cheap cars here, but we want to put our cars out to individuals and sell them for a reasonable price and not take payments so they can get out from under this god-awful debt that they're under. And a buy here, pay here dealer just keeps them in that debt obligation, and for me it's just horrible. And so like I said, if you're all about making money, but if you're putting most of your money on paper with the intentions one day of hopefully selling it to a third-party source, most of them do that. But when they're talking about cash flow, most of your buy here, pay here dealers are in a constant cash flow situation. Because they've got to get money in to continue to run the business. They put it on the books, and so they're associating that they have a lot of money because they have a lot of debt owed to them. But hey, this is subprime debt, and it's secured by the vehicle that may or may not be running. Most people, when they get a buy here, pay here vehicle, eventually the vehicle quits running. They don't have the money to repair the vehicle because they've been making these payments weekly on it, and it's just horrible. You're all the time chasing your money. I was chasing my money all the time, getting tow trucks to repossess vehicles, and it was certainly a moral issue for me. I just did not want any part. People were already struggling. They had already ruined their credit. They're being lied to that the buy here, pay here guy is going to rebuild their credit. They're not, because they're charging illegal interest on it. Most of them say they're not charging any interest. They're building it into an exorbitant price of the car. So that was it. And then the GPS things come out. But anyway, back to when you see these guys at the auction, they're not really looking, they're not bidding on the car as far as a value of the vehicle. They're bidding on it to whatever it takes to get that vehicle, because they know they're going to sell it out of market range anyway. They're not buying cars according to market. They're buying cars according to what people can come up with in cash. So when you're at an auction and it's a buy here, pay here dealer that you're bidding against, you're not going to beat that guy, because he's going to take it out there. His only reason for bidding the car is to find somebody that's got a few $100s down that he can put out in the car. He really doesn't care about inspecting the car. He really doesn't care about repairing the car to getting it up and ready. He's waiting for that person to come in and say, what have you got for $500 down? Well, he's going to put them in just about anything for $500 down, and knowing it's going to break. So when you're at that auction with that guy who's claiming that he knows about the market value, or you see these buy here, pay here dealers out here, and you see them on video, they want to talk about how much what a car's worth, and no car's worth this, or no car's worth that. Hell, they don't know. They're buying $500, $600, $700 cars for the sole reason of putting them out into somebody that just has that amount of money. So that's why I stayed away from the buy here, pay here business model. I did not want a lot of collection activity that you're all the time having to deal with. I did not want a lot of that element. For me, was just not my business model. Now, for some of you that are younger, that just really don't care about your neighbor out there, and you just want them to come in and buy the car, and you sit there and be the bloodsucker that I think some of them are, then go ahead. You can paint your business model any way you want to paint it to justify your morals. I get people that contact me all the time. I mean, literally, you can sell any car, every car on your lot if you'll take payments on it. And that's the sad thing about our society today. I mean, you got a $900 car, and I just answered my email this morning, or not my email, but my Facebook, and a person, I've got a $900 car out there advertised, and the poor person contacted me, wanted to know if I'd take payments. No, you can't take payments on. If I wanted to take payments, I could have said, yeah, bring me $500 and we'll take payments on the vehicle, and then you wind up repossessing the vehicle. But you got $500, so you sell it again. I had it for $900, like I said. I could have taken $500 down. He owed $400, waiting for him to miss a payment 2 to 3 weeks, go back and get it, repossess it on the $400, and then turn around and sell it again for $900. So if you want to do that, like I said, good luck to you. But rest assured, these guys are not. They got a lot more cash outlay than they do coming in.